Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. And we'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 3 seed in this playoff, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. First down here for this offense. There's the handoff. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down.
I love to watch this offense when they can dominate the line of scrimmage and have a talented back behind him. You continue to pick up first downs, you get the rhythm going. We've been watching Tennessee offenses do that for a long time.
On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense, surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. They'll hand it off. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Finally goes out of bounds after gobbling up big yardage on that run. Well, we thought we'd see that world-class speed flash at some point today, Kirk, and there it was.
There it is. It's a thing of beauty when he gets out into the open field, and I thought he was going to take it all the way to the house. You got to give these defenders some credit. Yeah, they gave up a big play, but what you love is they didn't give up and just let him walk into the end zone. They were able to bring him down. Let's see if it pays off for them in these next few plays.
The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, you'd love to see a few more yards here to give yourself a better chance on third down. Now, here early in this game, we get a big third down to see if this offensive line can keep the pressure off the quarterback.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, they've had an entire week to try to find weaknesses in this defense and how to attack. And here in the opening drive, they're using the receiver in motion to get him the ball in space and give him those blockers out in front. Great job of designing the play and great execution here by this offense.
And the Volunteers with first and 10 here. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Same tailback, another carry. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down. So here we go, third down. Defense needs a stop here. Try to force a field goal attempt. The back's got it. They hit him behind the line, and out comes the football. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway.
That is tough for the ball carrier here because not only does he take a big hit, you're about to get an earful from your coach on the sideline after that turnover.
Using that challenge, a smart move by the head coach as the officials overturn the previous ruling on the field. So here on fourth down, out comes the field goal team. The field goal is good. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Peterson. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. Nice line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver makes the catch. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
Pass complete. It's second down now. One man at the backfield, and he'll get the football. He shows off the juking ability, but not much room to run. It's a short game.
With the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Critical third down plays coming up. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Looks to the left, and it's complete. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
Chris, sometimes the quarterback's just trying to find the open guy and get him the ball. It's exactly what he's able to do here. Found a way to pick up the first down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. Linebacker shifting around now. Ball handed off. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll try the right here, fighting him off. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Boy, just really good vision and patience by this back. He kind of felt his way through and then accelerated through the hole for the first down. One of the things that you see over the years by UCLA is the ability to control the line of scrimmage and have good backs that can pick up big yards.
The Bruins pick up enough yardage to get a first down. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Heavy pressure, he lets it go. Just throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on third down. Oh, and he almost picked it off. Nearly a turnover here on the opening drive. It's going to bring up fourth down. And the Bruins will have to punt this one away. Football is coughed up by the returner deep inside their own 20. And he will score. Touchdown, UCLA. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point makes the lead 4. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Bringing it out, it's Williams. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot, so sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. The pocket breaking down. Second down after that previous play. Press coverage now from the secondary. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Can he take it all the way? It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Chris, I think I could hear him calling out blocks after that pick. Or was it the defensive coordinator next door up here in the booth? Either way, they were looking to score after coming up with that interception. The offense, if they did anything right, it was keeping them out of the end zone.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And they'll use the ground game here. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Launching one to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Well, we talked to the defensive coordinator, Chris, before the game about how they worked a lot on the scramble drill this week just to be able to contain him. The coach has to be pleased with how they performed on that play.
Important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. On the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now. The decision is not to go for it on fourth down. Here comes the field goal team. down the middle.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. It's a quick grab. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The game moves the ball past the 40, sets up another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
Here's the 2nd down play. Tailback takes the handoff again. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. The Volunteers bring their punt team onto the field. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the UCLA offense back out on the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
Man, put a star next to that play. It's like the linebacker knew the ball was going to be going to this receiver. So it's the instincts, and then it's the awareness and the athletic ability to be able to bring down a wide receiver for a loss like that.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down?
Well, to call that play, you got to have a lot of confidence in your offensive line and quarterback because you're so close to your own goal line. Here, they don't protect the quarterback. They give up the sack and almost causes a safety.
He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Nowhere to run up the middle.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Takes the ball and heads to the left. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
Well, that's just good, hard running by this back. And, man, they've had some good ones over the years. Go back to Jamal Lewis, who was on that 98 National Championship team. Travis Henry, Arian Foster. Boy, Chris, some big physical backs come to mind when you think about the Tennessee Vols.
Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? keeping it on the ground here. But the gain is just 1 yard. Sets up a 3rd and 9 now. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down. Tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength.
Good job here by this offense coming up with his first down on that 3rd down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can he keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Can they pick up the first on the ground? And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front, and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
Here comes the point after attempt. And he knocks it right through. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the Bruins offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Moves the ball up to the 30.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackled at the 35, good enough for a first down.
Good job of picking up some big yards for the first down by UCLA. Chris, they have had some great backs over the years, and this back's living up to it. Think about Maurice Jones-Drew, Jonathan Franklin, Skip Hicks, Deshaun Foster, and believe it or not, some people forget about this, but Jackie Robinson, known for his days of playing with the Dodgers, he got it started at UCLA as a running back himself.
Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. Second down play now coming up.
Boy, the quarterback did about everything he could here to wait for that play to develop, and there was just nobody open. It's great coverage downfield, and instead of taking a sack or potentially throwing the pick, he just gets rid of it.
Second down here. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. It's a short completion to the big tight end.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
offense moving closer to the line to gain after that catch. They'll try to run for the first down. That gain enough for a fresh set of downs, spotted at the 48.
Yeah, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it's third down in inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.
The Bruins lining up here on 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. The sure hands. It's Morrison.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
A completion makes it second down. He hands it off from the gun. The Bruins are moving quickly down the field.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Crosses the 30. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
And the Bruins trying to cash in here in the red zone. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. He'll hand it off. No shot to bring him down. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Bruins. That kind of execution, a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
And here's the fair catch by the return man. Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. Looking to scramble now. Gets loose, able to scramble for a solid gain. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock is just as important.
First down, looking to throw the football. He'll take a deep shot. And the pass is dropped, incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lets it go quickly. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump. And that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's going to take off here. And they get him down what will be the final play of this first half. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Volunteers will kick this away to start the second half. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the UCLA offense takes the field. First play of the drive, we're going to throw the football. Looks left and finds his target there. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
That completion makes it second and medium. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Well, these are the type of runs that begin to wear down your defense psychologically. Already have the lead, come out with a nice big gain, and this defense is thinking, oh no, here we go again. Really nice statement here to get this second half started.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
I talk a lot about defensive ends arguably being some of the best athletes on the field. Here's an example of a guy that's just too quick off the edge for the offensive line to be able to contain. He got in there in a heartbeat and came up with that sack.
First down sack pushes the ball back. Second down coming up. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Fires it to the wideout. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down. The Bruins will send their punt team onto the field. We'll see what he can do on the return. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
And the tailback's got it again. You get him down at the 41, but that's good enough for a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
It's a strong run, keeps the drive going. First down now. Handoff in a single back formation.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run, but look at this.
put themselves in a perfect third down situations, much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Offense showing a bunch formation now. They'll try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Needs a completion here on fourth down. And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big fourth down stop.
Well, the ball's close to midfield, and this offense is trying to get things going here in the second half. I understand the aggressive mindset, but this one could cost them.
And the UCLA offense is back out on the field. Forced to punt last time, trying to add points, build the lead right here. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the second and third down coming up.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And the quarterback keeps it here. Picks up the first, looking for more. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
Man, is he pretty to watch run this option. He is so dangerous with the threat to run or to throw. This time he keeps it himself, and you can see how much ground he eats up with that kind of speed.
The shotgun running play call. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And he'll set up to throw. Looking to set up a screen pass here. He's got some room. Can he get there? Touchdown, UCLA. This quarterback on fire today.
I'll tell you what, a screen pass is tough to do, but when executed well, the result is this. Perfectly timed by the quarterback to drop it off to the back, gets the big lineman in front of it, all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. They should have left the ball in the end zone. Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. Last time they gambled and lost. Went for it in fourth down in their territory and got stopped. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
It's a solid run. Gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. Receiver makes the grab. Tackle made after a solid gain. Will spot the ball to 31.
Well, move the sticks for a first down for this Tennessee offense. And this quarterback is really starting to throw the ball well, putting the ball in the money, and giving these receivers a chance to make plays after the catch. And I tell you, they've had some great quarterbacks, as we know, that have played in their time in Knoxville.
Makes a quick grab. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
What a simple read and a simple throw for the quarterback. You want to give me the running back sliding down to the backfield? No problem. I'll take that. Let him do the work after the catch.
The Vols have 1st and 10 here. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Catch is made down the middle. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Tennessee. And now the try here for the extra point. PHC is good. They still trail, though. Getting set to kick the ball off now. This one will be fair caught. And the Bruins offense back out on the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here? Or will the defense come up with a stop? Breaking free at the 35. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line. But give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Game moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And he fires the football to the right side. Fired into a tight window and picked off. And he's got some open field ahead. Inside the 40. And he steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great play to set up his offense here.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
Takes the handoff, heads to the right. Fights off a defender.
Nice job here controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
The game makes it second and medium. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. They stop him, but it's a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Offense will keep it on the ground here.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
The Vols looking to cash in the red zone. Ball handed off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Can he get there on the ground? And they tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
Stop right at the line. This is a stubborn defense backed up against the goal line. Second down and goal. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2.
Well, the defense is holding on for dear life. They've got a lead. It's late in the game. Just trying to keep this offense out of the end zone.
Urgency here in the fourth quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's third down and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Vols.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
And the return man decides to signal fair catch. UCLA offense back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Eludes a tackle. Breaks a tackle on the play. Makes a decent gain.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. Makes the defender miss. Tackle made, but there's a flag down on the field. Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. Important second down play coming up. Offense looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, it's going to cost you.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. QB to the tight end for a completion. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to boot the sticks.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
Solid game, moves the ball to a 43. Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the handoff. Stop right near midfield. It'll be a first down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
The Bruins pick up enough yardage for a first down. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39. And the Bruins will have 1st and 10 here. And the single back takes the handoff. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Trying to extend the play. Escapes the pocket. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time, before he can get out, they keep him to a short gain.
Here we go. Crucial play coming up. It's 3rd down and 3. Try and muscle for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, helping just get 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Looking to pass this time. Close to the tight end. Pass caught. Can he get in? Touchdown, Bruins. And they'll claim the 4th quarter lead. And a touchdown to the big tight end. We're seeing it more and more on Saturdays and Sundays, Kurt.
Well, the tight end saying, hey, guys, don't forget about me. Don't forget I'm a pretty good player, too. All the attention being put on the wide receivers out on the perimeter. It makes this defense have to focus on the interior, making sure where that tight end is and trying to slow him down.
We'll call for the fair catch here. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the left side. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
And we reach the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to steal a late-game comeback victory. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Handoff here from the shotgun. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. You get to a 3rd down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions, locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. And he drops back in the gun. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Heads out of bounds after running for the 1st down to keep this scoring threat alive. Serious pressure now for the defense. And the Vols come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Receiver makes the catch. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example that he's up to it.
That completion sets up a 2nd down play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the 1st down.
They continue to march toward a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back, looking for his big tight end. who makes the grab.
Nice play here.
We'll have to see if this defense stays in man coverage after giving up that big play.
Big opportunity for the offense to tie this game up in the fourth quarter. It's first and goal. They'll run it from the gun. Ball carrier wrapped up and brought down.
Boy, anything at this point in the game, when you get down to first and goal, get positive yards, that's a good thing. Now, what will they do here on second goal? They spread this defense out, try to create some one-on-one matchups.
All right, it's second down and goal now for this offense. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. They look to throw it here on second down. He's moving out of the pocket. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers.
And, Chris, how often do we see it? When the game's on the line, it's about the line of scrimmage. This offensive line does their job. The running back gets in for this game-time touchdown. And now you're an extra point away from taking the lead.
And now a crucial PAT attempt. And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Bruins offense is back out on the field. How will they play this? They've got some work to do to get into field goal range, but how aggressive will this play calling be? That's going to be incomplete. A first down drop here in the middle of the field.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
A tough situation for the offense. Third and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. And it's incomplete. Just 10 seconds remaining now.
Oh, man, nearly a disastrous play there by the quarterback. Look at his facial expressions right now. He knows that he caught a break, trying to force the ball in there. He's going to have to make better decisions moving forward and work through his progressions to find his open man.
And that sets up a return. Well, he's got a crease here. Look out. And he's going to head out of bounds, but not before picking up some good yardage on the return. Timeout is taken. Just 2 seconds left on the clock. So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Quarterback looking to scramble. Breaks loose at the 40. The sophomore calls his own number and keeps this drive moving. So 1st and 10, our first play of overtime. Handoff heading left. Some hard running there through a tackle.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They're going to run it. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
I like that you trust your running back and you're still trying to run the football. You got to be careful. You get into overtime, this defense is thinking not just stop this runner, but try to rip that ball out as well.
The Bruins offense is on the field to get us started in overtime. Hands off to the left. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness for getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Defense is coming after him. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
He's got it! And that's ball game. A walk-off field goal to win this one.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So they line up now knowing a touchdown wins the football game. They need a field goal at least. They'll force another overtime. They'll run it here. Able to pick up just a couple of yards. That's good run defense. Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll run it to the right side. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that.
And he's in there. Touchdown to win this game in overtime. Wow. That's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. They get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit.